नमस्ते दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका मनी डिप के एक और इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियो में। अगर आप अकाउंटिंग या फाइनेंस फील्ड में फ्रेशर हो और इंटरव्यू की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो ये वीडियो आपके लिए है। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज का वीडियो। What is the double entry accounting system? Answer. In the double entry system, each transaction affects two accounts, one is debited, the other is credited. This keeps the accounting equation balanced and helps detect errors. Can you explain the three types of accounts with examples? Answer. Yes. Personal account relates to people or entities. Example: Mr. A's AC, real account, relates to assets. Example: Cash AC, nominal account, relates to income and expenses. Example: Rent AC. What is the accounting equation and why is it important? Answer. The equation is assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. It ensures the balance of books and reflects a company's financial position. What is a trial balance and why do we prepare it? A trial balance lists all ledger balances to check arithmetical accuracy. If debits equal credits, books are considered balanced before preparing final accounts. What's the difference between capital and revenue expenditure? Answer. Capital expenditure gives long-term benefit, like buying machinery. Revenue expenditure is for day-to-day operations, like salaries or rent. What is depreciation and how is it calculated? Answer. Depreciation is the reduction in the value of a fixed asset over time. It's calculated using methods like straight line or written down value, depending on policy. What's the difference between accrual and cash accounting? Answer. In accrual accounting, income and expenses are recorded when they occur, not when cash is received or paid. In cash accounting, only actual cash movements are recorded. What are adjusting entries? Answer. Adjusting entries are made at the end of an accounting period to update revenues or expenses that are not yet recorded, like accrued income or outstanding expenses. What is a contingent liability? Answer. A contingent liability is a possible obligation that depends on a future event like a pending lawsuit. It's disclosed in the notes but not recorded in books. What is working capital and why is it important? Answer. Working capital is equal current assets, current liabilities. It indicates short-term financial health and liquidity for day-to-day operations. What are deferred tax assets and liabilities? Answer. These arise due to timing differences between accounting profit and taxable profit. Deferred tax asset means paying less tax in the future. Deferred tax liability means paying more tax later. What is the purpose of a cash flow statement? Answer. It tracks the movement of cash in and out of a business across operating, investing, and financing activities, giving insight into liquidity. What is the difference between provisions and reserves? Answer. Provisions are for known liabilities or losses like bad debts. Reserves are created from profits for strengthening the financial position or future needs. Explain the concept of matching principle. The matching principle states that expenses should be recorded in the same period as the related revenues, ensuring accurate profit calculation. What is fund flow analysis? Answer. Fund flow analysis compares the sources and uses of funds over a period, explaining changes in working capital. What is a contra entry in accounting? Answer. A contra entry affects both cash and bank accounts simultaneously. For example, cash deposited in the bank is recorded in both sides of the cash book. What are accounting standards? Answer. Accounting standards are guidelines issued to ensure consistency, transparency, and comparability in financial statements. In India, we follow Ind AS. What is the difference between Ind AS and IFRS? Answer. Ind AS is Indian adaptation of IFRS with some modifications. IFRS is globally followed, whereas Ind AS is specific to Indian regulatory requirements. What is amortization? Answer. Amortization is the process of gradually writing off the cost of intangible assets like patents or goodwill over their useful life. What is GST and how does it work? Answer. GST is a single indirect tax on the supply of goods and services. It works on the credit system. Businesses collect tax on sales and claim credit on tax paid on purchases. What is the structure of GST in India? Answer. GST has three components: CGST Central, SGST State, IGST Interstate. Depending on transaction type, one or more apply. What is TDS and why is it deducted? Answer. TDS, tax deducted at source, is a way to collect tax at the source of income. The payer deducts tax before making payment to ensure early tax collection by the government. How do you calculate TDS on salary? Answer. We compute total annual income, deduct exemptions deductions, and apply applicable slab rates. Then divide it across months to deduct monthly TDS. What is Form 26 as? Answer. Form 26 as is a consolidated tax statement showing TDS deducted, advance tax paid, and refunds, linked to your PAN. It's used to verify tax credits. What is the difference between assessment year and financial year? Answer. Financial year is when income is earned. Example 2023 to 24 assessment year is the next year when that income is assessed and taxed. Example 2024 to 25. What is input tax credit in GST? Answer. ITC allows businesses to reduce the tax they paid on purchases from the tax collected on sales, avoiding tax on tax. What is reverse charge under GST? Answer. Under reverse charge, the recipient of goods services pays GST instead of the supplier. It applies in certain notified cases. What are the due dates for filing GST returns? Answer. For regular taxpayers, GSTR 1 sales 11th of next month. GSTR 3B, summary 20th of next month. Other due dates vary based on the type of taxpayer. What is tax audit under Section 44AB? Answer. Tax audit is mandatory for businesses with turnover over 1 crore rupees, 10 crore rupees if cash transactions less than 5%. It ensures accuracy in financial records for tax compliance. What is MAT and when does it apply? Answer. MAT, minimum alternate tax, ensures that companies with high book profits but low taxable income still pay a minimum tax. It's calculated under Section 115 JB. What is Form 16? Answer. Form 16 is a TDS certificate issued by employers to employees. It contains details of salary paid and TDS deducted during the year. What is the difference between exempt income and deduction? Answer. Exempt income is completely tax-free, like agricultural income. Deductions are claims made under sections like 80C to reduce taxable income. What is HSN and SAC code in GST? Answer. HSN is used for goods, SAC is used for services. These classification codes help identify the type of supply and applicable GST rate. How do you stay updated with tax and accounting changes? Answer. I regularly follow updates from the Income Tax website, GST portal, ICAI notifications, and reputed finance blogs. I also attend webinars and read newsletters.